farmers are feeling the pressure from the trade war with China, local food banks across the nation are benefiting. It's part of the Trump administration's multi-billion-dollar bailout plan to assist farmers. Kent Ludson joins us in studio with more.
That's right, Phil. In 2018, the United States Department of Agriculture launched the Trade Mitigation Program aimed at helping farmers suffering from tariff retaliations from China. More than a year later, our government is still buying out this product that would normally be sent across seas and distributing it to food banks to feed those in need. The loading and unloading of fresh produce has become more common for local food banks across the nation. Products that would normally be sold overseas are now being bought by our government due to tariff retaliations from China, and this is helping fill the shelves at local food pantries. Over the span of 12 months, Food Bank for the Heartland saw an increase of 1.4 million pounds of food, and they say a large chunk of this is coming from trade mitigation.
We've received about twice as many products from USDA because of trade mitigation than we have in the past.
Brian Barks, CEO of Omaha's Food Bank for the Heartland, says they started seeing the influx in December of 2018 when the trade war was starting to impact the farming community. For growers, this was frustrating, but Barks says the farmers he's talked to are at least happy the product is not being wasted.
The product is being used and is seen as highly valuable by food banks and is being put to use for exactly what we need to do, which is feed people who need assistance.
He adds it's not just the quantity of product the food bank has received. Barks says the donations from the trade war have led to healthier options for those in need of food. The USDA says in the last year they have bought roughly $1.2 billion worth of fresh product in the first round of trade mitigation, things like pork, apples, dairy, and potatoes. Barks says until a deal is made with China, they will take as much as this as they can get.
That's impossible amount of food for us to make up, to replace in our inventory. We're grateful for when we get it. We're grateful for the quality of product that it is and that we are able to feed people who need it.
President Trump has hinted the U.S. is getting closer to a trade deal with China, but no time frame has been set. Barks added they do receive a slight reimbursement for their costs of storing and distributing that extra food. However, that government assistance does not cover the entire cost of doing so. Live in the studio, Kent Ludson, 3 News Now.